Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to my go live this evening. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. This is actually my first go live for the month of April. We actually just started April, so this is my first go live for this month. And like I said before, welcome and thank you for those of you who are watching and those of you that will be watching the replay. So this evening, I'm excited about this evening because I have a special guest with me, and I will bring her in right now. Okay, hello, hello. Hi,
Hi,
Yvonne. How are you?
hello, Pansy.
Good to have you this evening. I am so excited that you're here this evening. Usually I'm by myself, but I'm grateful that you can take time this evening out of your busy schedule to be here with me.
Mhm.
And like I said, your name is Yvonne. And I
Yeah.
just want, before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself and then we can take it from there?
Hi, I'm Yvonne Brown. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everyone. I'll just tell you a little about myself. I have three kids and two cute grandkids. But I'm down to two kids now because one of my daughter passed away 3 years ago this month from a
Mhm.
rare brain tumor. And also, I love to exercise. Across the board, I love to go to the gym when I have time. I like to walk, run, and also biking.
That's am-
So I love exercising.
Oh, that's amazing. Sorry to hear about your daughter. And you mentioned you have two other children
Yeah.
and beautiful grandchildren as well.
Mhm.
That's amazing. Just like myself, I do have three girls and I have two granddaughters as well. And welcome, welcome, welcome. You mentioned exercise. I love to exercise too,
Yeah.
Yvonne, but I don't go to the gym. I do it from home. Not as consistent as I should be, but I
Mhm.
try to do it as much as I
Yeah.
possibly can. But I know you're very good. You're very disciplined,
Yeah.
and you're
Very,
very
very, very.
consistent as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's good. So, you started your online journey, I believe last year, and
Yes.
you've been amazing.
Mhm.
And, I'm glad, like I said, to have you on tonight for you to talk a little bit about your journey and, why you
Okay.
started the business. Now, Yvonne, what was your first impression, when you saw this business?
My first impression when I started this business is that it came at the right time.
Mhm.
I truly believe that God placed opportunities in our path, and something about this just felt aligned with the purpose of what God wanted for me for that season.
Mhm. That's amazing because I remember when I met you or when you reached out to me, there was something happening with you and your job, right?
Yes.
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 I You want to talk about it? You a little bit. Your
Yeah.
company was
M- My company went into bankruptcy after 18 plus years at the company. It's a retail, big giant retail company. It went into bankruptcy. So at the time when I heard that it may go bankrupt, I said I have to have a second income coming in. I have to find myself with a good side hustle when
Mhm.
someone introduced me to this business.
Yes, I remember very well. And, that is why I believe it's so important that we have something of our own because
Yeah,
there is no security out there. And
yeah,
it's always good to have, some people call it a side hustle, but it's
yeah,
always good to have something on the side. In Jamaica, we always say, never put all your eggs in one basket, right? So, it's always have to have something of your own that
Yeah.
you can fall back on. Because I remember, like you said, and I did hear it in the news, on the news, about the company that you work for, they were thinking of
Yeah.
going out of business, and you were caught up into that. So the business came at the right
True.
time.
Yeah.
You just jumped on it and you started building,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So, the other question that I have, so that I don't forget, what inspired you to start exploring the online space? Because you could have looked at any other business, but what inspired you about the online space?
What inspired me? Good question, I should say. What inspired me? I wanted to retire comfortable. I wanted to have savings that I can leave for my grandkids. And I would love to have money to travel the world and also to give back to the community.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You have some great reasons there as
Yeah.
to, why you're building the business. You want to retire. Just like myself, I want to retire early. And
Yeah.
one thing I know is that retirement is not about age. It's
Mm.
about options.
Yeah.
I've seen in this business where by individuals, they retire in their
Mhm.
30s, in their 40s, very early, because they do have the option to do that, right? So
Yeah.
I personally am looking forward to that as well. And you
Mhm.
mentioned about, leaving a legacy or whatever it is for your children and your grandchildren as well.
Grandchildren.
So you
Yeah.
have some great whys. For me, I love to travel, and
Mhm.
I feel like, this season in my life, I just need to do a little bit more traveling as well.
Yeah.
So these are some of the reasons why I am building my online business. And thank you so much for that. And
Mhm.
it's always good for us to really, think about our whys, and
Yeah.
even, you know, think about our life in terms of where we're at and
Yeah.
where we're going. And it, ask yourself the question, like, if we keep doing what we're doing, will we accomplish the things that we want to accomplish,
Yeah.
right? And these are some very good questions that we need to ask ourselves. So I have another question for you, and I have it written down here because I don't want to forget. And
Mhm.
my other question is, what surprised you the most when you got started in the business?
Good question. What surprised me the most was how this opportunity came at the right time in my life. Looking back, I can see that everything was aligned in a way I didn't expect it. Also, the support within the community in this business is
Amazing.
awesome.
Mhm. You're so right. The support that we have in this business is just amazing. When you talk about mentorship, when you talk about
Mhm.
coaching, when you talk about the different resources that we have that we can tap into, it's just amazing. With this business, a lot of the heavy lifting is done
Yeah.
for us.
Mhm.
I remember back in 2020, you know what happened in 2020? Everybody was
Right.
home. We had so much time, and I was looking for something in the online space,
Mhm.
and I was following different individuals, but I was so confused. I'm like, I don't know how to get in. Everything seemed so confusing to me. When I saw this business, it all came together, right?
Yeah.
And what I love about this business is our system. What I love about this business is a
Mhm.
lot of the heavy lifting is done already. I don't have to start from scratch. Right? I can hear some music coming on. That's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, like, everything just made sense when I started this business, right?
Mhm.
And I am just happy to know that, they have the resources, they have,
Mhm. Yeah.
a system. And not only that, what I like to is that, and I want everyone to know, is that I have my own individual business. You have your
Yeah.
business. But the
Yeah.
most important thing is that we have the resources and we have the
Mhm.
training
Yeah.
to help us to move forward in our business.
Yes.
I am really excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all right. Things will happen. I can hear the music going on in the
Yes.
background, but that's okay. That's
And
okay.
also what I like about this business too, there are lots of training videos and in every area to help you along the way to
Mhm,
be successful in this
mhm, mhm.
business.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
you are so right. You're so right.
Mhm.
You never feel like you're alone.
Yeah.
Never feel like you're alone. There's always someone there to support
Mhm.
you. And I have one more question before we go, and that is, if someone is watching right now and they want to, what advice do you have for them? What would you say to them?
There's so much I would like to say to them because I'm so excited about this business because this business is so awesome. But I would ask them, what season are you in? Get more information.
Mhm,
Don't wait until you're ready.
mhm,
Be teachable slash coachable and give yourself time to grow.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Someone said if the student is ready, the
Yes.
teacher will appear. So, like, if someone is looking for a change, and if someone, feels
Mhm.
like, there's got to be more to life than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm in a rut. I need something different.
Mhm.
Like you said, just take a look at it, get
Yes.
the information,
Yeah.
right? Because it's
Yes.
not for everyone. It might be for you, might not be for you. But once you get the
Mhm.
information, then you can make that decision, to move forward. So
Yeah.
if you look at the bottom of our names and the bottom of the screen, you will see
Yes.
our website. If you're interested and you want to learn more, you can actually go
Yes.
onto our website. And the only thing that you need to do is just type in your name and email address, and we will provide you with a short information session about this business. It's
Yes.
not a complicated business, it's a very simple business.
Yes.
So, Yvonne, I just want to thank you this evening for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule for being here this evening. And just enjoy the rest of the evening. And I hope you'll come back again.
And thank
So,
you for having me. Now I feel like I can do this every week.
you know what? I always believe that you can do it. So thank you
Yes.
for being
Yeah.
here and for coming. And definitely, I know you will come back.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
you're watching right now, thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, thank you very much. Have an
Okay.
amazing week.
You
Bye
too.
for now.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.